Welcome to the Deep Dive, where we peel back the layers of a topic to uncover the most compelling insights. Today we're embarking on a real treasure hunt, not for lost gold, but for a hidden gem in the world of wine. Get ready for the story of resilience, rediscovery, and a truly unique flavor profile. So our mission for this deep dive, we want to explore the incredible journey of this one particular grape, one that was nearly erased from history, almost gone, but now is making a triumphant return as a celebrated white wine. We're talking about the Maturano grape from Italy's Lazio region. We'll chart its fascinating history, delve into its distinct genetic makeup, explore the unique terroir that defines it, understand the meticulous cultivation and winemaking techniques, savor its complex sensory profile, and, ultimately discover why it stands out among Italy's other renowned whites. So if you appreciate a good comeback story, if you're always searching for authentic, distinctive flavors, and you love discovering something truly unique, well, this deep dive is definitely for you. Okay, let's unpack this then, a forgotten grape in Italy.
With such a rich, ancient wine history, how does something like Maturano just disappear for so long? What's the backstory here?
It's a truly captivating narrative, yeah. And it speaks volumes about the persistence of tradition. For many decades, Maturano was essentially a whisper from the past, really. Largely believed to be lost, or maybe just a regional legend from Lazio's distant viticultural history. Its rediscovery was slow, almost miraculous, kind of taking hold late in the 20th century. It was driven by just a handful of visionary local winemakers who, honestly, against all market trends, nurtured what remained of the vine. Often in these isolated, sometimes ancestral vineyards, they were, in essence, the quiet guardians of a precious genetic legacy.
Wow, that's quite an act of faith, isn't it? But how do you go from, a few old vines and a local legend to definitively proving it's a unique grape, not just a variation of something else?
Yeah, that took some meticulous scientific detective work. It involved detailed ampelographic analyses, which is basically the scientific study of the vine's physical characteristics.
Right, like the leaves and bunches.
Exactly, the leaves, the bunches, the berries. And this was combined with, cutting-edge DNA studies conducted by prestigious research institutes. These studies were absolutely crucial. They unequivocally disproved that earlier belief that Maturano was just a clone or some minor variation. They established it as an autochthonous variety, meaning, native and unique to this specific Italian region, with its own distinct genetic profile. That was a monumental step.
Okay, so they get this definitive genetic proof. What was the next critical step for Maturano then? How did it sort of solidify its place and ensure its future?
That validation was absolutely fundamental, yeah. It paved the way for Maturano's official inscription in Italy's prestigious National Catalogue of wine grape varieties. And that registration, it isn't just bureaucratic paperwork. It really unlocked doors for extensive research into its characteristics, its potential, and maybe more importantly, it allowed for controlled cultivation on a larger scale, making sure its genetic and cultural legacy would be preserved and promoted for generations to come. It truly marks its official return.
That's fantastic. So now that we've heard the incredible story of its return, let's zoom in on the grape itself. What are the unique physical characteristics that make this resilient vine so special?
Well, Maturano has several distinct features. The leaves are typically medium-sized, pentagonal, 5 lobes, serrated edges, often a vibrant light green. But here's a brilliant insight into its natural resilience. The leaves have a slightly pubescent underside.
Pubescent, like fuzzy.
Exactly, a fine, soft fuzz. And this isn't just a physical quirk, it's actually a natural adaptation. It significantly helps the vine cope with hot climates by reducing excessive transpiration water loss, basically.
Oh, okay.
It's a built-in survival mechanism, makes it uniquely suited to its home.
That's a clever trick of nature. And what about the actual bunches and berries, the parts that end up in the wine?
Right. The grape bunches themselves are generally compact, medium small, kind of conical, elongated. This density, while it's good for even ripening, it actually demands pretty careful vineyard management. You have to watch out for fungal diseases like powdery mildew. Makes it quite a demanding grape to grow. And the berries are medium-sized with a thin, delicate skin. This thin skin is absolutely key for the wine's delicate, fine aromas. It contributes to its subtle elegance.
But I guess that makes them fragile.
Exactly. It also makes the berries particularly vulnerable to damage, to rot, which is why manual and selective harvesting isn't just preferred, it's pretty much essential.
That delicate skin sounds like both a blessing and a challenge for winemakers. Given its distinct genetic profile, does that mean all Maturano grapes are identical, or is there still diversity within the grape itself?
That's an excellent, really insightful question. While advanced genetic studies confirm Maturano's distinct DNA profile, reinforcing its status as autochthonous, this genetic heritage also manifests in fascinating clonal variations within the grape.
Clonal variations, so like different versions.
Pretty much, not all Maturano vines are identical. For instance, one clone might naturally develop higher acidity. That makes it ideal for creating fresh, vibrant wines with fantastic aging potential. Another clone might have a higher natural sugar content, maybe better suited for more structured, full-bodied wines. So this clonal selection, it allows winemakers to actively tailor the grape's characteristics to their desired wine style. They're leveraging this inherent genetic diversity as a true strength, you know?
So it's not just one grape, but a whole family of variations, each with its own gifts. That's really interesting, shows its versatility. Now let's talk about where this treasure primarily thrives. Where in Lazio does Maturano truly call home?
The beating heart of Maturano cultivation is deeply linked to the province of Frosinone, especially in the picturesque rolling hills of Alta Ciociaria.
Alta Ciociaria.
Yeah. And this isn't just a location, it's a historical and cultural cradle of Italian viticulture. The tradition stretches back millennia, even pre-Roman times. It's truly the terroir par excellence for Maturano. It's where it expresses its maximum potential. While other areas, like Viterbo, are showing promise, Alta Ciociaria is where its roots run deepest, literally and figuratively.
Okay, Alta Ciociaria. And how does that specific land and climate, this terroir, actually sculpt the wine we eventually taste? What makes it so perfect for Maturano?
Well, the Alta Ciociaria offers an incredibly unique environment. It's nestled in a Mediterranean climate, sure, but that's tempered by the elevated altitudes of the hills. And this elevation creates a significant diurnal temperature variation.
Meaning hot days, cool nights.
Exactly. Hot, sunny days followed by refreshingly cool nights. And this swing is absolutely crucial. It allows the grape to slowly develop a complex range of aromas and flavors, while, and this is vital, preserving its vibrant natural acidity. Without that acidity, the wine would just lose its freshness, its structure, its longevity. And beyond the climate, the very ground Maturano grows in plays an equally vital role. The soils here are a geological mosaic, predominantly volcanic in origin.
Volcanic, okay. Rich in minerals, then.
Absolutely. And it's a dynamic interplay. You've got limestone, which is often called the maestro of elegance and minerality. Its porosity forces roots deep, yielding smaller, concentrated berries with intense flavor, vibrant acidity, plus those mineral notes like chalk, wet stone, maybe even a subtle salinity. Then you have clay, which provides structure and resilience. It acts like a natural reservoir, holding moisture during dry summers, ensuring even ripening. This contributes to a more robust body, a rich, kind of unctuous texture, and that really enhances the wine's aging potential.
So it helps it last longer.
Definitely. And then, in some strategic parcels, you find schist. This adds another layer of complexity. It imparts distinctive mineral notes, often described as saline, stony, subtly earthy, maybe even ferrous, like iron. It just enhances the wine's depth and intrigue.
Wow, so it sounds like Maturano has found its perfect home, almost like a connoisseur of geology. It's this precise synergy, high altitude, those crucial temperature shifts, and the specific volcanic soils, limestone, clay, schist. That creates the ideal conditions for Maturano to express its aromatic complexity, elegance, and that remarkable aging potential. Yeah, that's a powerful combination. Okay, now let's follow Maturano's journey from the vineyard to the cellar. What's unique about growing it? And what are some of the deliberate choices winemakers make to coax out its best qualities? Right, well, the harvest of Maturano is relatively late, typically mid-September. This isn't accidental. This longer maturation period is actually one of the secrets to its success. It lets the grape achieve ideal phenolic ripeness, that's the full development of flavors, colors, textural compounds, while crucially maintaining that vibrant, distinctive acidity that is truly its signature. Without that balance, it wouldn't be the same wine at all. Got it. Balance is key.
And vineyard management is incredibly precise, too. Short pruning is fundamental. It drastically limits the number of bunches per vine, concentrating the plant's energy into fewer, higher-quality grapes. That builds structure and aging potential.
Fewer grapes, better quality.
Exactly. Then the trellising system, where vines are trained vertically, optimizes sun exposure for leaves and bunches. Helps photosynthesis, prevents fungal diseases through good air circulation, but perhaps most importantly, yield control, often through green pruning.
Which is removing some bunches.
It's manually removing excess or underdeveloped bunches. This is really the unceasing pursuit of maximum quality. ensuring all the vine's energy goes into a smaller number of exceptional grapes. It boosts aromatic intensity, structure, and significant aging potential.
That does like a lot of deliberate effort just in the vineyard. So once it's harvested, how is this precious grape transformed into wine? What are the key decisions in the cellar?
It all starts with that manual and selective harvest we mentioned because of the delicate skin. Then the pressing method is chosen. Direct pressing is common for wines aiming for freshness. You minimize skin contact, get a clear wine, pronounced acidity, primary fruit aromas. Straightforward.
Okay.
However, some winemakers opt for a short cold maceration. The skins are left in contact with the juice for a few hours at low temperatures. This extracts specific aromatic compounds, think terpenes for floral citrus notes, and thiols for things like passion fruit or blackcurrant from the skins. It adds structure and complexity without losing that essential freshness. It's definitely a stylistic choice. Affects the final wine quite a bit.
Yeah, interesting. So skin contact or not is a big decision. What about fermentation?
Yeah, huge. The vessel choice plays a massive role in shaping the wine's character. Stainless steel tanks are widely used to preserve the grape's varietal character, its freshness. You get clear, crisp wines, pure citrus, floral, mineral notes.
The clean approach.
Right. Then you have oak barrels, often second or third use, so you don't get overpowering wood flavors. These add layers of complexity, notes of spice like vanilla, nutmeg, maybe a subtle toastiness, plus a creamier texture. The microoxygenation through the wood also subtly softens the acidity and builds body.
And amphora, you mentioned those.
Yes, terracotta amphorae. It's an ancestral method, really coming back now. They produce wines with accentuated texture and minerality. They allow slow microoxygenation, similar to oak, but without imparting any wood flavors. Their neutral character really lets the terroir and the Maturano grape itself shine through. Many producers also favor autochthonous yeasts, the ones naturally present on the grape skins, for a more authentic expression of the place. And of course, precise temperature control during fermentation is vital to preserve Maturano's delicate, volatile aromas.
Wow, that's a truly diverse set of tools winemakers have, each creating a slightly different expression of Maturano. So what does this all mean for us, the eager tasters? When we finally pour a glass, what sensory journey can we expect?
The Maturano really unfolds as a mosaic of sensations. It invites you to a deep sensory exploration. Visually, a young Maturano will be light straw yellow, maybe vibrant greenish reflections, signals freshness. With age, this transforms into a vibrant, deep golden color. Shows evolution, complexity. Its clarity, of course, speaks to careful winemaking.
It on the nose.
Elegant and intense, but always perfectly balanced, never opulent or heavy, you know. You'll typically find primary notes of fresh white fruits, white peach, crisp pear, vibrant green apple, alongside bright citrus like Sicilian lemon, grapefruit. And these are beautifully complemented by delicate white flowers, acacia, jasmine, orange blossom. And as it evolves in the bottle, that's when Maturano truly reveals its hidden depth. If it's seen some lees contact, maybe oak, you might get secondary notes, subtle yeast, toasted bread, delicate vanilla.
Okay.
But with bottle age, tertiary notes develop. This is where it gets really interesting. You start unveiling minerals like flint, whetstone, rich honey, dried fruits like almond. And in truly exceptional long-aged examples, you might even find an intriguing subtle hint of petroleum.
Petroleum, like in Riesling.
Exactly. It's a rare and highly valued characteristic found in great white wines of similar caliber.
Fascinating. And on the palate, what defines it there?
This is where Maturano truly defines itself, I think. Its vibrant, often saline acidity acts as the wine's backbone. It delivers this refreshing crispness, a tension that absolutely invites the next sip. It generally has a medium body, a silky, enveloping texture, and remarkably long persistence on the finish. The minerality is clean, unmistakable, often with a retro taste, like in the aftertaste, that unequivocally reminds you of wet stones.
Wow.
It's a pure, direct reflection of its volcanic terroir.
That sounds absolutely captivating, a real journey through scent and taste. Does this profile change significantly as the wine ages? Or is it mostly best enjoyed young?
Oh, absolutely. It transforms with time. That makes it incredibly versatile. When it's young, say 0 to 2 years, it radiates this contagious energy. Vibrant freshness, prominent direct citrus and floral notes. It's just lively, invigorating.
Okay, bright and fresh.
Then, at medium age, maybe 2 to 5 years, it starts to transition. It reveals its aging potential. Those early tertiary notes, spices, subtle toastiness, nuts begin to integrate. The acidity softens into a rounder, more harmonious texture.
Sounding more complex.
Exactly. And then, for high-quality wines with serious longevity, maybe 10 years or more, it becomes a truly meditative experience. Tertiary aromas reach new heights of richness. Honey, more pronounced nuts, chamomile, maybe even hints of tobacco or dried herbs can emerge. The mineral character deepens, becomes more integrated, and the wine develops this incredibly silky texture with impressive persistence. It truly tells a story of time, patience, and refinement.
So it's a grape that really rewards patience. That's always a sign of quality, isn't it?
Right.
With such a unique and evolving profile, how do we best enjoy Maturano at the table? What are some ideal food pairings that truly make it sing?
Right. Well, Maturano's vibrant acidity and distinct minerality offer extraordinary pairing possibilities. You can really approach it in two main ways to highlight different facets of the wine. First, by similarity. The wine's acidity and citrus notes find a perfect match in dishes with similar characteristics. Imagine a sea bass carpaccio with Sicilian lemon dressing. Fresh, thinly sliced sea bass, lemon juice, olive oil, salt, pepper, lemon zest, fresh dill.
Sounds delicious.
Yeah. The pronounced acidity of the sauce and the fish's freshness are beautifully amplified by Maturano's acidity and minerality, creates a real burst of flavor and lightness.
Okay, like amplifying what about the other way?
By contrast, Maturano's structure can brilliantly cut through richer dishes, cleansing the palate and enhancing their flavors. Take, for example, grilled fresh goat cheese with thyme served on crisp toast.
Goat cheese.
The wine's bright acidity beautifully cuts through the cheese's richness, enhancing its earthy flavors and leaving a really refreshing sensation on your palate.
I can picture that. Cleans things up.
Exactly. Other fantastic options include salads with vibrant citrus and herb dressings, maybe a caprese salad with an orange and mint dressing, or even creamy dishes like a lemon and shrimp risotto.
Ah, the risotto.
Yeah, the wine's acidity perfectly complements the lemon in the risotto while expertly balancing its creaminess. It's incredibly versatile at the table.
That makes a lot of sense. Either harmonizing with similar notes or cutting through richness. This sounds like a truly special wine. How does Maturano stack up against other famous Italian whites? Or even internationally renowned varieties? What's its place in the grand scheme?
Yeah, when we connect this to the broader landscape of wine, comparing Maturano to other well-known grapes really highlights its unique position. Take Fiano, for example. Fiano is celebrated for its rich aromatic complexity, notes of hazelnut, ripe tropical fruits, often an unctuous texture. Maturano, in contrast, is distinctly more mineral-driven and citrus-dominant. It generally has a less opulent nose, focuses more on purity definition, and it has a more vibrant, cutting acidity. Maturano offers a more, maybe austere, yet equally fascinating experience.
Okay, so leaner, more mineral than Fiano. What about something like Greco di Tufo, also volcanic, right?
Good comparison. Greco di Tufo is known for being robust, notes of sulfur, flint, tropical fruits, often a slight tannic astringency even. Maturano presents a more subtle and elegant interpretation, I'd say. While it shares that underlying volcanic minerality, Maturano's expression is more whispering. Delicate white and citrus fruit notes, a lighter, more fluid structure.
Interesting nuances.
So how does Maturano truly position itself globally? It's certainly not a quick consumption wine like, say, many Pinot Grigios, though those have their place, of course. Maturano is a wine of undeniable distinction, singularity, and authenticity, its complexity, its notable aging potential, and that fateful expression of its terroir. It elevates it to the same league as truly great, age-worthy white wines from around the world, some exceptional Rieslings from Germany, Grand Cru Chardonnays from Burgundy, or fine Chenin Blancs from the Loire Valley. It truly is a rare and precious gem. It invites a discerning palate and, frankly, a curious mind to explore its depths.
That's high praise indeed, placing it among the world's elite whites. For our listeners who are now undoubtedly eager to try this unique gem, are there any specific producers you recommend we look out for to experience Maturano's potential?
Absolutely. There are a couple of prominent names from Lazio, particularly dedicated to Maturano, producing really exceptional examples. Casale del Giglio is one. They're a visionary winery deeply committed to rescuing and promoting these autochtthonous varieties. Their Maturano Lazio IGT is renowned for its purity of fruit. Think ripe peach, pear, delicate florals, all underscored by that distinctive volcanic mineral touch. It has excellent structure, balanced acidity, really embodies the Lazio terroir.
Casale del Giglio, got it.
Then there's Tenuta Sant'Isidoro. Their Ars Nova Maturano Lazio IGT is considered a real jewel. It's meticulously crafted to enhance Maturano's intrinsic elegance and complexity, offers a very distinct aromatic and gustatory profile.
Tenuta Sant'Isidoro.
Ars Nova. Yep. Both are fantastic entry points to the grape's potential, really worth seeking out.
What an incredible deep dive into the Maturano grape. Seriously, from being almost lost to history, nurtured back by these dedicated winemakers, to now being rediscovered and celebrated. It truly embodies the resilience of tradition and the beauty of a unique terroir. We've journeyed through its distinct characteristics, the meticulous care it gets in the vineyards and cellar, its captivating sensory transformation through aging, and discovered how perfectly it pairs with a range of dishes. It's a testament, really, to the fact that sometimes the greatest treasures are found when you look beyond the obvious.
This brings to mind a fascinating thought. In a world that's constantly chasing the next big trend, the next big thing, what other forgotten treasures, be they grapes, stories, traditions, are just waiting out there for us to rediscover them? And what profound value do we gain, really, by taking the time to seek out and appreciate these authentic, unique expressions, especially when they offer such a deep, resonant connection to their place and history, as Maturano so beautifully does?
That's a powerful thought to leave you with, isn't it? Inviting us all to look a little deeper. Thank you so much for joining us on this deep talk. Until next time, keep exploring, keep tasting, and keep uncovering those hidden gems.